Hi everybody and welcome to the Manager's Journey YouTube channel. Today we're joined by Justin Walley, who is going to speak about his playing career, early coaching career and the lead up to getting the Matabeleland job.
Okay, so playing career. Well, I didn't make it as a footballer. I played football since I was probably 6. Love football. Played for a good school team. Got county champions. Went to university and was the second team captain at university. That was a really good standard. Played for the first team a few times. Had a few semi-pro lads, ex-schoolboy internationals, that kind of thing. So it was pretty good. After uni, I did move to Holland. I hoped to play semi-pro, but I rather naively went over to Holland with about 300 quid, I think. So I quickly ran out of money. Never even kicked a football. And by the time I was obviously about 20, 24, I just gave up on wanting or believing I could play at a decent level. And then just concentrate on other things like having a good time and travelling and parties and girls. So I was in no fit state to play at any level. And then a bit crazy really, but when I first when I came to Latvia originally, I started playing again. It was all right. It was an amateur level, quite a decent amateur level. But eventually that came to the founding of Riga United, which I'll go into a bit more detail about in a while. But great irony, if that's the right word. But with Riga United, I started playing, taking football more seriously again. We had initially just a good, decent 8-a-side team. We played in a sort of a national 8-a-side league. Played against some very decent, lads that played pro in the past or good amateur level here. And as the club developed, we started to play a lot of very good touring teams. We played better local teams and friendlies. And then in terms of my own playing, it eventually came to the point where when Riga United joined the National League, League 2, which was the third tier in Latvia, in 2013, I actually played in that team, captained the team on its debut in the league, and scored 2, I think. Made about 10, 12 appearances that season. Aged 41, I think, 42. And it's one of those funny things. I've never been in as good a shape in my life. I've been in that kind of shape when I was in my late teens or early 20s. I probably could have played fairly decent semi-pro, but ended up playing several seasons in the Latvian league, which is a real mix. You've got some very, very good players, and then you've got players that are almost like cup team players playing at the same level, because it's like it's changing this year, but you've got the Premier League, First League, and then you've got regional second leagues, and so the standards all over the place. But even played the first league teams in friendlies. So brilliant for me. I ended up playing at sometimes decent level in my early to mid 40s, which I've loved. I've played for Riga United. I've also played for a team called Texas. I played last season. The only team I did play for Riga United one game last year, but couldn't get the team, understandably, anymore. But Texas were bottom of the league, and I ended up going and playing 4 games for them. I actually played against Riga United. We only lost, I think, 3-1. the St. Petersburg Winter 11-a-side league, which is a fairly okay. Yeah, it's a city of 6 million, and unfortunately got injured in my second game. Screwed up muscle in my leg, and it's taken me about 4 months to start even jogging again. But yeah, never made it as a footballer as such. But I had this beautiful thing where I played, decent-ish amateur level at the end of my playing days, which I've absolutely love and been very grateful for. I did my English prelim badge during Euro '96. I was working in Nottingham. I was the assistant director of Euro '96 for the city of Nottingham, and I did my prelim badge then. And in those days, many managers in the professional game didn't even have that qualification to my knowledge. But yeah, I had the intention of working more broadly in football at the time, and possibly going to coach somewhere like the US. It was quite popular to go to America at that time, and yeah, things just didn't pan out how I wanted immediately after Euro '96, and I actually just went on, spent the summer in Iron Apple instead, and then after that went backpacking and dropped the idea. So the coaching didn't really happen, and then with the founding of Reunited a few years later, used to help out from time to time. We all used to help out, and then it just became, if you go all the way to 2011, I returned to Latvia. I've been away for a year. I decided I've been in a long-term relationship with a girlfriend. Just decided to come back and try to sort of take Riga United a bit further at the time, and also decided to get into the coaching and start, as I've mentioned before, start playing seriously again, get myself fit. So yeah, in terms of my involvement in coaching, I then went and did my level 2 in England. So I did it down in Bedfordshire. I had to come back. I was in Latvia at the time, so it was backwards and forwards, which was a bit of a pain in the arse, very expensive. Yeah, did my level 2 in England. Just missed out doing the B at the time in Latvia. I missed it by a few days. Consequently, never got to do the B because they changed the rules about language and this, that, and the other here. Frankly, I got the feeling they just didn't want any foreigners doing the courses, sorry to say. But that's another issue. Then couldn't get on the B in England because I wasn't coaching the team in England. So very, very frustrating. I got my level 2 in 2013. Was already coaching at a fairly decent level at that time, and then subsequently wasn't able to do my B or higher. While the actual players, some of my ex-players, have ended up doing the B and going towards their A now. Yeah, in terms of my coaching, so I coached in local international schools in Latvia. I became the assistant player manager of Riga United. Jeff Young was the manager at the time. He was an American lad. He got his USA license, I think, or B, I can't remember. So yeah, I worked with Jeff. Jeff did most of the actual coaching. I did more, say, on the man management side of things, I would say. Good cop, bad cop sort of combo most of the time. It was a lot of fun working with Jeff. I learned a lot at the time. When during that time we started an academy Riga United Academy. So we had all different age groups, which was really a great experience, and we really we grew that very fast. Everyone involved at the club got to about eight age levels or something. Ended up with under 16 girls and boys, and we were a bit ahead of the curve actually for girls football, I would say, even at the time. Then I started a women's team. Just got approached by a young lady called Marit from Norway, who was looking for a team to play for in Riga, and we just decided to try and set a team up. We got some really super girls came and played for us, mostly foreign girls to start with, medical students, a lot of good Norwegians and Swedes and Finns and Germans. Then started to attract a few decent Latvian girls as well. Ended up with three national team players. We had in the team, and then we had some youth internationals, and we ended up a lady called Eva Biderman. She ended up being the Latvian women's player of the season while she played for us. So it was a very, very, very proud moment. I stepped down from the men. I just decided to concentrate on the women. We finished third place in the Latvian Women's Premier League, and yeah, things really developed. But there came a time when club was just taking over my life. I was working not just with the coaching, but I was also doing a lot of I was doing the marketing. I was on the board. I was doing a lot of the day-to-day running, club secretary role at the club, social media, etc. It just came to the point where it was a bit too much for me. So, what are we talking? 2016. I stepped away from the club. Yeah, I stepped away from Riga United, went backpacking with my girlfriend at the time, and just really was looking at what was next in life. And to be honest, I'd had enough of football. I wanted to get into conservationism, something like that, but it didn't work out. Cut a long story short, after a few months away, I decided I'd come up with a crazy idea that I wanted to try and coach international football. Obviously, you'll appreciate with my qualifications that meant low end, in the sense of either somewhere that's got no financing or no infrastructure, or in women's football in a part of the world where really the development was close to zero. But that was my target. Cut a long story short, in the meantime I ended up doing a little bit of coaching with a team called FK Alliance in Latvia, who play a Latvian second division team. Just helped them out a little bit during the summer of 2017, and while I was looking for a coaching gig somewhere, as I mentioned, in international football, and then I almost ended up coaching a team in the South Pacific with a mate of mine, Tony McMullen. We were all set to travel to be joint national team managers, and the guy who set the deal up actually stabbed us in the back at the last minute. Worse, he stabbed the team in the back, frankly, because later I think things never developed there as they could have. So his selfish move really, it screwed me and Tony at the time, but it really screwed that particular country's football team. But anyway, I was a bit knocked. I could have given up at that point, but luckily a couple of people at Conifer that I was involved in, Sasha Dirkstoff and Paul Watson, put me in touch with Matabeleland in Zimbabwe, and we had a couple of chats on Skype, liked their vision, and I realised that they were
going to be playing in the Conifer World Cup in 2018, provided they could get there, raise the finance and get there. So I decided to put my hat, what's the expression? I can't even think of the bloody expression, but to put my name forward and to go for that, and got offered the role, and a couple of weeks later found myself on a flight to South Africa, and a couple of days later on a bus to Zimbabwe to be coach of Matabeleland.
Thank you for watching this video. The next part will be about Justin's experience with Matabeleland and their Conifer World Football Cup in 2018. If you'd like to see more content from A Manager's Journey, please subscribe to this channel or visit the blog, a link to which is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.